Welcome to Wareham Free Library's online book talk. The book I'm going to discuss today is Frindle by Andrew Clements. As you can see from the illustrations, it's going to be a humorous story. And it features this, what we would call a pen. This is a realistic fiction. This is what Andrew Clements does. He writes school stories because in his long and varied career, he was a school teacher for a number of years. And he draws from those experiences to write school stories. His books are popular with teachers and school children. This book takes place in 5th grade. The protagonist, Nick, gets the toughest language arts teacher, and she is super big into using dictionaries and learning new words. The very first day of school, she gives them this assignment of 35 vocabulary words to learn, write sentences, and know how to use it. And he thinks, oh my goodness, this is going to be a tough year. So he tries to distract her, and instead of distracting her, she gives him an assignment and tells him, look up how new words are added to the dictionary. And he is a bright kid, a smart kid. He likes to do fun pranks in schools, and he looks it up and he realizes it's us. We're the ones that add new words to the dictionary when we use it. When usage becomes common, those words go into the dictionary. So he takes this object and he encourages and he makes a pact with his 6 closest friends. From now on, this is not a pen. They're going to make a point of calling it a Frindle. This totally disrupts the classroom and the school. Kids stay after school because the teachers don't want them using that word. It explodes, goes into the town, goes into other schools. It makes the national news. And eventually, it's like a good human interest news story, and people start using it. Somebody starts making merchandise, and it goes even further until at the end of the story, 10 years later, that word Frindle is in the dictionary. The point of the story is about this boy growing up, becoming more serious, and the power of words and how we change words. Today, it's much quicker. Most students use online dictionaries now. I know even I do. And because we're on the internet, words change much quicker than the 10 years they did in the story. An example is Google. Google was just an internet company. But now when you use the word Google, what's the address of Ella's Pizzeria? And you say, okay, I'll Google it and find out. So it's a verb now. It means to look up something. So that's how quickly words can change now for us. A second book I want to talk about is a book called The Word Collector by Reynolds. And this is a book for younger children, grades 1 through 3. And it's about a little boy who collects words. Some children collect rocks, others collect flowers, books, dolls, whatever. This little boy is fascinated with words. Words that he hears, words that he reads, words that he sees, and he cuts them out and he writes them and collects them. And he just collects them. At first he has an accident and the words flow out to his friends. And he starts picking them up and he takes those words and makes them into poems, then makes them into songs, then stories. And he decides to share his words with everyone. And he goes up on the top and he lets his words flow. And the author, Mr. Reynolds, writes a note for the children at the back. And he says, reach for your own words. Tell the world who you are and how you will make it better. So I want all of you who are listening, give the gift of reading to your children, to your grandchildren, so that they have words and they can change the world. Thank you for listening.